bastards. Today I'm going to talk about yet another underestimated survival tool. Uh, and this is just something simple like this. It's a Selco Key. What is Selco Key? Selco Key is just a little tool that you can see in light. It has different kinds of shapes overall on every side. And what's the point of it? One would ask. You can also put, by the way, this thing in several slots. Like here, you have a big one. You have a here on the other side, the small one with all the rectangles going from small to big. And what can you do with this? Well, this is just for opening special locks, to say. It's not that special, but it's a handy tool for it. And I would actually advise to put a Selco key in your bug out bag or in your EDC bag if you live in a, how do you say this, in a urban environment like in a city, because this thing can give you access to supplies, but mostly water sources in urban environments. So what can you open with this? Well, you can open faucets with it, if that's the correct English term for it. These are the taps of it can be from several sources in urban environments. Just the faucets of boilers, the pipelines of waters. At certain points, you can put this thing in, and you can open it, and that way you can win in some water. Some houses have a lock on them, on their water tap, like they use for the garden hose. And with that, with this thing, you can open these, and you can get water from that. Yeah, those are several things you can open it. There are even certain, how do you say this, utility boxes or closets that you can open with this, like especially with this one. This one is usually mostly used for opening the compartments of computers, some lockers, in mostly industrialized places like factories and yeah, in commercial areas. So that way you can perhaps open lockers if you're scavenging for some supplies that are behind lockers and you do not want to, yeah, break it open and make noise or make too much effort. So with this, yeah, it's very handy to use it. And what's also handy is if you have one of those, I've forgotten to take them down, but you know those little bits you can put on drilling machines. That way you can use almost everything as long as you have a bit for a screwdriver, a cross screwdriver, a Torx key. That way you can have your EDC bag or your bug out bag, and you can have a whole tool set just putting on this little thing, and you have enough force with this to open up the most things just for basic tools. That way you have a lot of tools at your disposal without the extra weight of carrying real big tools. So that's another advantage of the Silico key, to my knowledge. And there are also several other ways you can use this little thing. Um, Another thing you can do is break a window open. You hold it like this between your fist. It That way you can have put enough force without damaging the skin of your knuckles or of your elbow in case you have to break open a window to escape from perhaps a fire in a building or in a spree killing situation or any other situation, or when you see some how do you say this, some child or a dog is stuck inside of a car on a hot day and you need to break open the window so you can save that. With this you can open it up. It's very light, it's very small, and you can also use it to put paracord around it, the edges, and that way you can save a lot of place and keep your paracord in a proper and orderly fashion. So yeah, these are just a few benefits of a Selco key that have a lot of applications in my opinion. So yeah, why not? this was just a very short video about this kind of idea. So subscribe, I would appreciate it. I hope you learned something from this. If you have other uses for a Selco Key, I would really like to know it actually, because I always willing to learn. And if other people have any other applications for this, please let me know. I would find it very interesting, and you help other people with it as well. So yeah, I would say cheers and thank you for watching.